Hello there, namaste. So this is Ship of Theseus official trailer, Australian release, but I'm checking this out because everyone, well, not everyone, a lot of people, even years ago when I started basically doing more and more and started getting more traction, people have been telling me to watch the Ship of Theseus, to watch the Ship of Theseus, to watch the Ship of Theseus. And at that point in time, I just seen WandaVision. I'm just like, I don't want to see something relevant to WandaVision. Yeah, but the Ship of Theseus, I'm going to check out the trailer at least. Maybe I'll be able to check out the actual full thing since it's on YouTube, and I might actually be able to check it out and use it. But yeah, I'm just curious to see what it's all about because it's constantly recommended to me, and I'm going to check it out. Oh well.
You mentioned on your site that you actually took up photography after you lost your eyesight to
a cornea infection.
Yes.
Yeah, true.
Why photography?
When I first started taking pictures, I was very much amused by the character of the perfumer in Susskind's novel. Just the idea of a man trying to capture every scent, starting from people to the surroundings to experiences, was very much amusing.
Oh, but she's blind. But she's, I guess that's the thing. I mean, having a blind photographer, would be something. It's like, what can a blind photographer capture? What is it that their ear that they hear, that they feel is worth photographing? I don't know.
But you ever be limited by anything?
No.
I always knew sadhu chipkar peete hain, but unfortunately liver cirrhosis is going to give you away.
It should have been more to do with intoxication than with drinking.
आप दवाई क्यों नहीं लेते?
क्योंकि कोई विकल्प ही नहीं है, हर दवा के पीछे पशु हिंसा।
पर आपके लेने ना लेने से क्या फर्क पड़ता है?
तो फिर किसी भी चीज से क्या फर्क पड़ता है?
What about the violence you are committing on yourself by not taking medication? And how is your choice not different from that of a suicide bomber who's so convinced about the fundamentalism of his political and religious thoughts?
Are you really making that analogy?
Dang, that's deep. That's deep. But then again, that is true. The fact that people are willing to sacrifice themselves on it's just very interesting. It's very interesting. I like the mentality of breaking down people's arguments. It is okay. Like I'm someone who believes that it is okay for you to have like a something you stand on, something you believe in. It is wrong to force others to believe in the same thing. What you do is you listen to them and you understand. And if someone has an issue with your belief, you hear them out. Do they have a rational reason as to why they don't agree with your point of view? Is it understandable? Like, you could do the whole thing like with talking with a Hindu and like, due to starvation, would you rather eat the cow, feed a cow to kids, or let your kids die of starvation? It's like there are those types of things. What is more important? The life of the child or the cow which you respect and revere? There are plenty of topics in every faith, every belief, every perspective. And it's like you have to understand. You have to understand at certain points in time what is right, what is wrong. Again, it all is in there are morals. We all need to follow morals. We all need to understand what our moral compass is and what we follow and guide. I find this absolutely phenomenal because it's like taking their perspective and be like, but you're hurting yourself. If that's what they choose to do, it is his choice to hurt himself by not taking medication, by not putting poison in his body. And that's what medication normally is. It is poison. But how do you become immune to poison? How do you grow yourself? How do you get stronger? There are people who take cobra venom in small doses in order to become immune to cobras. Why? Because it's a way of treating yourself. You're giving yourself little bits of poison in order to become too immune to it and stronger because of it. So you can always use different kinds of arguments for and against things. Absolutely. Why you're okay with certain things, the natural remedies, why you're okay with, if you're okay with natural remedies, you would be okay with cobra venom. It's or like bee stings. If you're allergic to bees, which is incredibly violent, you would just immerse yourself little by little by little by little by little till you build up an immunity. Same thing with nuts, which is one of the most prominent allergies in the world. You just slowly immerse yourself. Lick a peanut. Lick a peanut. And then get an allergic reaction, but it's not so bad to where it'll kill you immediately, and then you'll grow more of immunity. Not always, but there are always remedies to certain things. Because, heck, if this guy's allergic to something, if he's not going to take anything, people are just going to stand around looking at him when there's an EpiPen available. He would refuse to take the EpiPen. Yeah, this is very thought-provoking. I love thought-provoking things. I freaking love it.
मान ले पता चलता है तेरी किडनी चोरी की है तो क्या करेगा फिर वापस कर देंगे अरे पागल हो गया क्या कौन करता है अपनी किडनी वापस क्यों नहीं हो सकती क्या नहीं स्कूटर बढ़ेगा
People are finding it difficult to answer these questions.
Your kidney stolen from this man.
इधर इधर घूम घूम उधर जब उतरा अरे कुछ नहीं होगा चल फंसेगी ये तो
शंकर कौन से वार्ड में?
कौन शंकर?
उसको तो पुलिस उठा के ले गई।
इधर से नहीं निकलेगी, चल पीछे ले।
पैसे दे देंगे यार
गलत है।
Dang. I freaking love it. I freaking love it. Because that's the thing. It's just like, do you know where it came from? I mean, that's the thing. Is like here in the U.S., it has to be tracked and monitored and things like that. You can only get one that is harvested by a donor. They will never take one illegally. Sure, I'm sure there's under the table kind of transactions. But imagine having something stolen and having to meet the person that it was stolen from. You had no clue about it, but it's become a source of your life. You can't. Obviously, he needed the kidney transplant because his kidneys were failing, and he needed one. He can't give it back because he wouldn't be able to sustain. He says he'd give it back, and then he finds out that it's stolen. It's just like, what do you do? What do you do? I mean, is it his fault? It's not his fault. Do you sue the doctor that gave you the false kidney? I mean, maybe he did buy it illegally. Maybe there's so many things. Who's to blame? Who's to blame? Is it the person who took the kidney? Is it the doctor who supplied the kidney? Is it the fact that someone cut corners just trying to make it seem like it was a legit kidney? Who's to blame? I freaking enjoyed this. This is fascinating. I freaking like it. I freaking like it. I love thought-provoking things. I absolutely do. There is something about them that just make you... Okay, a strong person can watch things that are thought-provoking, or I don't want to say strong person. A convicted person, let's say convicted, can watch things that are thought-provoking, that question their own belief, but can still stand firm in what they believe. Why? Because they have resolve in what they believe in. Even though they understand that not everyone will see eye to eye with them, they can be firm with their belief. I think this one might go a little too far, questioning people, but it's trying to draw out those questions. It's trying to draw out that stuff. Literally targeting someone who had a stolen kidney and then having them meet the person whose kidney was stolen. I mean, heck, that could have been play acting. They could have basically had someone who was down on their luck, sold their kidney, and then realize there was more money if he pretended that it wasn't sold but stolen. I mean, who knows? There could be different aspects of as to everything, but it is thought provoking. It gets you to think. It gets you to think all this stuff. These questionable things. What is right? What is wrong? What is they try to make you feel morally ambiguous. And that's the thing. If you start feeling morally ambiguous, are you truly convicted in your own beliefs? If you start to question what you think and what you feel, do you truly believe what you think and what you feel? I'm a firm believer that if you start to question it once, and if you start to doubt yourself, you don't truly believe in what you say you believe in. Yeah, I freaking like this. This is one of those I need to check out. It's on YouTube. I am definitely going to be checking this out. I'm going to try and see if I can actually watch the whole thing and get a full reaction to it, because this, as you can see, I have a ton to say just off of this. I had a lot of things, which honestly, it could have easily aggravated a few people with one of my analogies, but it's just like you have to think about these things. Like, I know I get insulted a lot for my beliefs. I get belittled for what I believe to be true, but that doesn't change that I believe it to be true. It doesn't change anything, and it doesn't change how they feel about me. There's no point in arguing with people who get aggressive just because I have a question about something I see in a movie which doesn't explain things, or I see in a trailer that doesn't explain things at all. And it's just like, why this? And then people are just like, oh, you're illiterate, you're an idiot, you're all that stuff. It doesn't matter in the end, because I know what I believe and feel, and I'm always eager to learn more. Will I ever truly believe something else? I don't, but the time will tell. But it is fascinating to learn other avenues, other aspects, other things, and try to understand why other people believe what they believe. And I've always loved, like, thought-provoking for sure. Absolutely thought-provoking. But, like, making people question themselves. I've always loved that. I've always loved that. Oh, freak. I really want to watch this right now. But I can't. Gosh, I'm gonna have to wait for a while. I'll most likely have to do it on another weekend at some point, because I do not have time right now. I work every day. Oh gosh. Maybe eventually I'll be able to make this like a more of an income, so I can actually spend more time doing this. But as for right now, I have a job. I have duties. I'm a married man. But yeah, this I can see why people have constantly recommended this to me. I don't know why I never gave it a second thought. I know I looked it up before, and I was like, it's 3 hours long. I don't have time to watch this. I never thought to check the trailer, and now that I've checked the trailer, it's like, I need to see this. I need to see this film. I love these kinds of things. I love things that get me to just talk about philosophy and about the morality and about just like the difference between, like, it's fascinating. It is absolutely fascinating, and I'm definitely going to be checking this out. I am absolutely going to be checking this out. Thank you all for watching. I know I gabbed on a little bit too long for this one, but this is just something that actually hit close to home for me. Absolutely. I love this kind of stuff. Thank you all for watching. Talk to you next time. Toodles.
You guys got a video? It's so bad.
And don't forget to like and subscribe.
Wait on that.